Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Eden, again from Eden's Gaming Vault. This is part 3 of Gabriel Knight Mystery, The Beast Within. I'm not going to go too much on the story. I would highly recommend that you guys check previous 2 parts and watch both of the previous 2 parts to get an understanding of what's going on in this third part. As we go throughout this walkthrough, I'm gonna explain certain things. I'll rehash certain things, but I totally urge you guys to watch the first 2 parts to kind of get an idea of what's going on this third part. And if you are watching this right now, this third part, and you would like to know about the story, I would urge you to skip this video, now watch it, go back to the beginning of the first part, and watch the first 2 parts to get the idea of what's going on. But if you don't care and you just want to tag along and you don't care about the story, you just want to see what happens, then you can stay. But I just like to give this spoilers warning in the beginning so you know what to expect. That way I don't want to hear in the comment section, oh, you didn't give us a warning for the spoilers. Well, I am right now. So if you're watching this video when it's being done live streamed, you should skip it and watch from the beginning. Anyway, let's continue. All right, we finished the chapter 2 with Grace, Gabriel's assistant. She find out a whole lot of information about the history of this town and what happened in it, and this curse of werewolves that's being passed on through generations. All right, so now we're gonna play a Gabriel. Gabriel has woken up at the farm, and he had this very strange dream at the end, where he saw a black wolf, and then he was at some kind of like yard, grassy yard next to the lake, and then there was a wolf coming out on the other side of the forest, and then he woke up after that. So that's gonna be this right here. There he is. All right. So before I do anything, before I continue, let me just check my chat room, just see who is in, because I'm doing this live stream. All right. There we go. Everything's set. I'm set.
I don't think the Ubers want me in their private bedrooms.
Let's check our bag.
I don't need anything else right now.
Let's just exit outside. Let's just check the newspapers. Ooh, another murder happened. Look, there it is. And it's interesting, and he was dreaming about a werewolf, and then he waking up. Isn't it interesting? Every single time he wakes up, somebody gets killed. So what does that tells us? What does that tells us? Not only was his grandfather involved in this ritual of the werewolves, but every single time he wakes up, somebody dies.
It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
And guess who was in the downtown? Guess who was in the downtown? Well, I'll let you guys decide that. It shouldn't be too hard. Okay. Well, let's go to the crime scene. Let's go see what happened. But before I go to check the crime scene, the one thing I should definitely do is go check my lawyer, Shyster Ubergra, to see if there's any mail received. Because remember, Grace has sent a letter to him, and maybe he probably got it by now. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. And if you guys are wondering what male and why, well, if you watch the previous part, I was playing as Grace, and Grace was the one that sent him the letter to what she has researched and find out about the werewolves and situations that's been going on. All right, let's go get our car keys. And let's go to downtown. Let's go to our lawyer. Ubergra, that's his name. Ubergra. German's very hard to pronounce sometimes, because their words are very strong. Like Schleitzishungende, Achtung von Lorenz. Like it's very strong words and strong language. Okay, let's go to Meidenplaza. That's the plaza. That's where the Scheister lawyer is. Ubergra. So let's go to our lawyer. He's right here. Let's go inside and let's enter. Of course, we're going to be welcomed by his secretary, mistress in red, as always.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay, too.
Thanks, Harry.
I don't know if there's anything I can ask him. Let me try.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Let me check the letter, since I'm here.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Or maybe she's not losing it. Maybe she's telling you the truth. All right, let's exit. Now let's go to the crime scene.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Let's go to the crime scene. Let's exit here. We have to go to Dinerstrasse, and that's where the crime scene took place. Then we can talk to some of these people here. Let me see.
I'd give it a shot. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. They're busy.
Okay, this is apparently where that killing happened on the street, supposedly by a werewolf. See, there's a police right there. Crime scene. So let's go over there. Maybe we can get some information from somebody. Hopefully there's a news station or something, or a journalist we can talk to. All right, let's go.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
All right, let's go talk to some of these people. Let's talk to this news lady first, see what we can find out.
Looks like a television news crew. Looks like a television news crew.
Hold on. There's got to be somebody here we can talk to. Oh, that's Lieber. Yeah. Let's talk to Lieber first, and then maybe I can talk to the news station after I talk to him.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Kommissar Lieber?
I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't think they'd know much about it.
Let's show this evidence analysis that we have collected it. Let's show it to the this news TV station and this journalist right here. See what she has to say.
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American,
That's right.
and you believe you have information about the mutilation killings.
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Lieber over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish-brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis Lupus, lupus.
Und ihr fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well,
All right, you have my attention. Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight, the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right, I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the Pliz.
You got it.
That's how you get somebody's attention.
I told Lieber I wouldn't talk to the press anymore. Too bad, I could have been another David Hasselhoff. I wonder who the victim was this time.
Okay, so what I need to do now is, before I do anything, let me save my game. Should be rule number 1. Gabriel 5. I'm gonna go to remember that place at the Marina Plaza. It's like an antique store or something. Maybe I could buy some woodpecker clock or something and bring that as a token of appreciation when I go to this Hunters Club. Alright, let me go to that store and buy that. I'll have to go this way. And if you guys have watched my previous videos, you probably know what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Lots of Nietzsche and Kant. I don't understand that stuff even when...
It's not right, it's right here. It's just further down past the cathedral. It's right here. There should be some antique clock, woodpecker clock or something that I can buy and use and bring it as a token appreciation to the Huntsman's Club when I go to the Hunters Club to get in. Okay.
I've already got a watch, thank you. I've already got...
It's right here. My bad. It's right here. See, there's a woodpecker clock.
Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks.
Hello.
Grüß Gott.
Actually, it's a cuckoo's clock. That's what I actually should buy. And bring it to the Hunters Club to get in as a token appreciation. So, hold on.
Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks.
Alright.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
So let me go ahead and get my wallet. And let me buy it.
I'd rather pick something out first.
What about this one?
I'm not crazy about that one.
Oh, maybe this one. Hold on.
I'd rather pick something out first. I'd rather pick something out first. I'd rather pick something out first. I'd rather pick something out first.
Which one of these clocks? Where's the cuckoo clock? That's what I'm looking for. Pa-pa-pa-pa. Maybe it's on the counter right here somewhere.
I'd rather pick something out first. I'd rather pick something out first. I'd rather pick something out first.
Hold on.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling con.
Cute.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Ja, alarm clock, ja, richtig, ja.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
Ooh, 60 marks. Damn, man. Pretty expensive. Even for a clock. But I guess we have no choice. Alright, where's my wallet? I guess, see, the mistake I was making, I should have asked him first. Then just like an idiot just giving him the money. Because he needs to know which one do I want. So that was my mistake in the beginning that I made. First you have to pick what you want. And then you give him the cash to buy. Duh. Alright, let me give him the money.
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
That's all right. I'll take it as it is.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Alright, so now we're going to go to the Hunters Club. And it's going to be a bit tricky getting into the Hunters Club because I'll have to plant this clock in there as a diversion to get their attention so I can go sneak in and grab the key and get some stuff from the... Actually, I need to grab the key to go to the basement and do some more research there and find out what I can. Alright, let's go get there. This is the Hunters Club right here. Actually, that's the office, my bad. It's over here. Hey, what a strange, bizarre thing that this happened right next to the Hunters Club, huh?
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind.
Alright. Where's the clock? Clock is right here. So I'm gonna put it right over here. Let me see. Actually, let me go here first. Let me see where I can plant this. Let me go down to the hole. Oh yeah, I can plant it right here. Hold on. Yeah, put the clock right here. Okay, let's go back. Let's wait for the clock to go off. And I'm gonna grab the key.
Somebody's at the door.
I can hear.
Alright, so we're gonna go grab that key. And when he comes back, we're gonna go inside. And then do the same thing. Alright, there's the key. And when he comes back, we're just going to go back to the hall again and reset the clock. And then go to the basement.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Alright, so let's go back.
And I thought Germans only drank beer. Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here.
Okay, let's do the same thing. Let's set the clock here, and then we're gonna go back and wait for the clock to goes off. Let him fall for the same trick, and then we'll return the key so he doesn't suspect that I took anything. Okay? This is a little espionage James Bond thing we're doing here. Nonetheless, clever. Clever thing. Alright, so let's go back and do the same thing. Because the last thing I want is for this asshole to suspect that I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. Alright, let's pull the same trick.
Möchte wissen, wer das ist.
Alright, so we're going to leave the key back in the drawer so he doesn't suspect anything, because I already unlocked the basement. Alright, so there we go. Put the key back. Right there. Okay. Keys, put it back here. And then I'm going to go back inside and explore the basement.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Alright, so I'm going to go back in the hall. Grab that clock so he doesn't know that I left it there. Put it back. Okay. Now let's go to the basement.
It just leads to a back alley.
It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
It just leads to a back alley.
It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
Oh shit, I forgot to, oh my god. I'm such an idiot. I gotta do this thing again. I forgot to unlock this side of the freaking basement. Oh god, I gotta do this again. My bad. I gotta do this again. And unlock the basement. Fuck. Hopefully he doesn't suspect.
Möchte wissen, wer das ist.
All right. So let's go ahead, grab the keys. Okay, let's go inside. Let's unlock the basement. This is something I should have done earlier, man. And then I'm going to go back and do the same thing and then return the keys. You see, I was going through a back alley. See, that was my mistake in the beginning instead of unlocking the basement. Okay, so it's unlocked. Let's go back. Let's do the same thing.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
Nah, I'm not going to ask him any questions.
All right, Xavier. Thanks.
Shit, I got to go back, get that watch. I gotta reset the watch again. See, I forgot that. Cuckoo watch. Hold on. 1 second. Gotta do that shit again. And then return the keys. Go back. Alright. Should be good now. Alright, let's go grab the key. No, let's put a key back. Hold on. And then we'll go back and grab the cuckoo watch. Cuckoo clock, I'm sorry. Alright. Then we're gonna go exit. Go back. And let's take this. Let's take this cuckoo clock. And let's go inside. Now I can explore the basement freely because the keys are returned. He doesn't suspect anything. Okay, let me check these weapons and photographs while I'm here before he catches me.
What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas? What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas? Photos of the club hunts. Photos of the club hunts. Looks like von Glauer and von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts. Photos of the club hunts. Looks like von Glauer and von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts. Photos of the club hunts. Looks like von Glauer and von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the...
Here, let me save the game while I'm still here. There. Okay, let's exit. Let's explore some more.
Aren't some of these endangered species? Aren't some of these endangered species? Just a guess, but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting.
Well, I checked everything there's to check here. I don't know what else is there to check. Alright. Just some souvenirs. Okay, let's go. Let's exit. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot something else. Wasn't there a book on the table or something that I might have missed? Hold on. You see, there was that book, man. Some sort of a book. Or brochure, maybe, I don't know. Some appointment brochures or something.
Rice, von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
See what else we got.
Rice, von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
Mr. Knight?
Hey.
This room is for members only.
Oh, sorry. The door was open. I'll go up.
Wait. I'd better make sure you do not take another unexpected detour. After you. Sava, kommen Sie!
Come and see me, come here.
Ja, Baron von Zell?
I found the basement door unlocked and Herr Knight below. Perhaps you could keep a better eye on the keys in the future.
I will, Baron von Zell.
Let me talk to him.
May I speak with you, Baron von Zell?
Yes? What is it?
Let me ask him about a hunting.
I take it you're particularly fond of hunting. I noticed the photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
We are the best? You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit. Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
However, Evan could see that von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to. You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
Let me ask him about a club. That might get his attention.
How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Yes. Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
Yep. I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line.
Let me ask him about himself.
So, what do you do for a living, Baron von Zell?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
I'm a writer.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
Let's get down to the... Let's cut the bullshit. Let's go straight down to the Black Wolf. Actually, let's get straight down to the source. Let's cut the bullshit and let's ask him about the Black Wolf and what he might know about it. So let's cut the bullshit and go straight to the point about the Black Wolf.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
That tells me everything I need to know. The look on his face, and when I asked him about the Black Wolf, gave me all the answers I needed to have. Let's go talk more about the hunting.
Are you and Von Glauer too busy to hunt much these days, or have y'all fallen out?
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
Really? In what way?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh.
Okay, I'll ask more about the club.
The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
No, isn't that odd?
Yeah, what about the trophies in the basement, man? What about that?
You mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, do y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Oh, you misunderstand me, Baron von.
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory, and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
Of course, I do apologize.
As a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me. But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
You're so right.
Oh boy. Let me look around here. Maybe he left something. I wonder what kind of magazines he's reading.
It's in German.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't speak German. Shit, I forgot. All right.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here. Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here.
Is there something else I'm missing here?
Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here. And I thought Germans only drank beer. And I thought Germans only drank beer. I don't think I'm gonna get down there again.
I think I checked everything here. Did I? I think I did.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
What is this? Let me ask him some questions too.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
Let me ask him about a club. See what he has to say about the club.
So, tell me about the club.
What about it?
Yeah, how long has this club been around? And why such secrecy?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
Yeah, what happened in 1970s?
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
Well, let me see how many members were there.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5? You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
How often do the club members go hunting?
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
What about the Black Wolf? Let's cut to the bullshit.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Alrighty. So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
All right, Xavier. Thanks.
All right, that's all there is for me here. Let me save my game. Let's save it. There we go.
The police won't let me do any investigating at the crime scene. I'll have to wait and talk to Liebe.
Let me go to the police station. Let me go talk to the Lieber. I think it's about time we have a chat. Okay, let's go to the police station.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
So much for your time.
Sit down! What are you proposing exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
All right, so let me see. What should I tell him? What should I give him? And what should I question him? Maybe I should look at the crime scene map on the wall. Maybe I can find something on there. Let me see. Let's see.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose.
Okay, let's check this side.
I still say that one in the middle is different. I still say that one in the middle is different. I still say that one in the middle is different.
Wait a minute. Let me go talk to him. Let me ask him some questions. Then I'll check the map again. Maybe I'll find some clues. But let me ask him some questions. About himself.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
What about the other victims? What can you tell me about them? Let's see what he has to say about that. Maybe I'll get some clues. Remember, I'm always recording this in my notes, so I can always go back to it and check what he said.
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims there have been?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of broad criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
All right. Those other victims, when were they killed?
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
A month ago.
The zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
1 week from each other.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Interesting. There has to be a pattern on these locations of the killings.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The two males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
What does he know? What does he think he might have an idea about who the killer is and the motive?
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
No, I'm not going to ask him that first. Let me mix it up and mention the zoo wolves. See what he says.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet? As in maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
Let me ask him if he only believes that one animal could be responsible, or maybe it's many different ones. They're copying each other.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet two wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
Ah, you got him. Ah, so you see he's hiding something. How did he know it was a zoo? He never mentioned anything about the zoo. So let's go and ask him about the werewolfery. What he thinks about the lichens and werewolf thing. About the whole werewolf myth.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of
What?
a werewolf? Never mind.
Let me ask him about the downtown killings, and then I'm going to go save the last question for the last.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence.
What about the theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
I'm not sure, actually. Random thought.
All right, let's get down to the chase. Let's cut the bullshit and ask the one big final question, the big elephant in the room. Black Wolf.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
Interesting.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirchel in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
What about the missing persons cases? Have you guys maybe figured it out? Or maybe even find out where she might have been?
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American P.I.?
You could say that.
And how did the Yubas end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I Spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
Well, you wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
No. I'm not gonna stop in nothing till I find out the answers. Okay, let's check this map. Let's see what we can figure out. What about this one right here in the middle? Seems like some kind of telephone number of the victim or something. Oh, there it is. Carl Grossberg. Okay, there's a phone number right there. Let me copy that to my notebook.
Grossberg. Didn't Liebe say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
Yep. All right, let's get out of here.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
I'm gonna go to the farm, call this number, and see what I can get. Let me check my notepad. Hold on.
My notebook. My notebook.
Actually, I need to sit down on a desk.
It looks like there's been another wolf. I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
Let's see what I got here. Juan Glover's business card. Let me examine it. Let me look at this memos.
My notebook.
Hold on one sec. Oh, shit, maybe I should have copied that number, man. Hold on. Let me go back. Fuck. I made a mistake. I might have to go back.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Grab the keys. I'll have to go to the police station again. I forgot to copy that damn number. Hold on. Where's my notebook? I know, I'm such a retard. I forgot to write down that number, man. All right, let me exit. Let me go back to the farm. Let me use that number that I got in the notebook. Let me make a call. Hold on.
My note. Who should I call?
Use the page from my notebook. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the number right there. Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, my name is Knight. I'm an American associate of Herr Grossberg's.
Yes? I was just calling the people in Herr Grossberg's address book to notify them. Have you heard that Herr Grossberg has...
Yes, I know about his death.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you mind giving me your name again so I can check you off the list?
Knight.
Ella Hoffman... I'm not finding you.
Could you check under Vaughn? It's Vaughn Knight.
Oh, so... Yes, Vaughn. Von Eigner, von Frank, von Stein... You're not under Vaughn either.
Excuse me, did you say Von Agner?
Yes?
Do you know Von Agner?
I don't know him. I don't know most of Grossberg's business contacts.
Grossberg knew him.
If this is about money, you're out of luck. All the accounts are locked until someone comes in and takes over. Besides, there's nothing in them anyway.
Really? Well, could you just look up an account balance for me?
I can't. The address book is all I have. The police have taken Herr Kosberg's ledgers.
Oh, well, thank you.
Goodbye.
Well, I guess I'll just head back to my lawyer office. Maybe I can use the secretary to help me out. Get the address. Hold on. Alright, let me first save the game. That's the rule number 1. Save the game. And then let's go. Okay. I have so much crap here. Alright, here we go. Get to the car. And then go to the office. Uber office. Uberg office. Uberg. It's hard to pronounce this, my lawyer's name. It's a Uberg office. Uberg office. So, where's the office? Right here, Marine Plaza. Okay. Hopefully his secretary can help me out.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
Okay. Missing persons.
You mentioned the possibility of my using your secretary for research?
Anytime.
Great. I wouldn't ask, but I need a newspaper search done, and my German sucks.
No problem. What exactly are you looking for?
Missing persons. Actually, missing persons cases that occurred in or near forested areas.
How far back do you want to go?
10 years?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can spare her later in the day. We should have it ready for you by tomorrow.
Great. Thanks.
Let me ask him about what he thinks about Ludwig II.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
What do you mean by that?
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
Now let's ask the one important question of all the questions. See how he reacts to it. The big elephant in the room. The Black Wolf.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm sure it's nothing.
All right. That's all I needed to know. Let me go to the hunt club.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Actually, let me, I shouldn't go to the hunt club. Actually, let me go to the farm and write a letter to Gracie. So she knows where I got so far on the research. And then I'm going to go to the post after that. And then I'm going to go to the hunt club. All right, let's hurry this up. Let's go write that report.
I'd better make sure Gracie keeps busy. Elsewhere.
Okay, let me just save the game before I do anything. Okay, let's go to the post. Grab the car keys. And let's go to Mine Plaza. And let's go ahead and deliver that to the post. It's a very interesting game, and it really reminds me of like Law and Order, like all those detective games in the past. But it also has a little bit of Stephen King to it as well. It's a mixture of detective, Sherlock Holmes, and a little bit of Stephen King. It has all of those elements that makes game intriguing and good. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but if you guys like adventures and you like a good intriguing story, then you guys are gonna really enjoy this game. But I urge you to watch from beginning. My first part, which is 5.5 hours, then my second part, which is about 1.5 hours, and then this part 3, which is about 1.5 hours as well. So that way you guys understand what's going on in the story. And once you guys get hooked in the beginning, believe me, you will want to know what happens next. I might do like the whole movie put together with everything and put 4 hours, 4.5, 5 hours, put the whole thing together. I might do that in the future. But anyway, let me go ahead and go to the post office and let's mail this to Gracie. All right, where is it? It's right here. Gabriel to Gracie, envelope 2. I might have to pay some money. Obviously, for the stamp. All right, it's taken care of.
That's taken care of.
He just said what I said. He thinks like I think. All right, let me save the game before I go to the Hunts Club. All right. Here we go. Hey, where's the party at, huh?
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Yeah, forget about him. That asshole. All right. Let me go inside here, see. Oh, nobody's here.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Hold on a sec. Maybe, hold on. Nobody's here yet. Let me exit. Let me go ahead and let me go to the office. Who is this fella over here? Hold on.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Let me see. I might be missing some more clues. Let me just check it out. Oh, wait. What am I going? What am I going? Hold on. I think I'm missing something here. I think there's one more clue I forgot. Let me just double check my map just to make sure. Okay, let me exit here. When you click here, there's a hint button. Alright, let me go to the office. Let me go to the office. He said something that his secretary will have something for me ready, so... About the missing persons. So let's see if he has it. Remember, I went to the farm, then I went to the post. I'm sure he has it by now. So let me go in there and double check that. You know, I would love to see them bring back these FMV kind of style games. Hopefully they bring them back with like a high definition, like 2K or 4K resolution, with much better quality, with all this green screen and whatnot. I think it would be much better if they did that. Seriously, I wouldn't mind seeing some of these types of games with FMV style being brought back. I think it'd be pretty cool. This might be kind of weird for new generation kids because they're used to Call of Duty and this whole new era of gaming. But for some of us old geezers like me, this is kind of like, this is something I grew up with. You know, these are the kind of games I played.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
So, what's the story in the secretary?
I don't have anything else to say right now.
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him.
I'm missing something here. I wonder, what am I missing? Maybe this store. Hold on, let me see. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. Hold on. Let me look at the business card. Remember that Glenn Glover's business card?
Grossberg's phone number.
Five 4432. All right. Let me go to the farm. Let me exit this. Let me call that number. See, I forgot to visit Glover's house. That's why something doesn't add up. I knew it. It would be nice to have some classical music with this. All right, let's exit. Let's go to my farmhouse. Let's go inside. Let me save the game. It's the rule number 1. Always save the game.
I don't think there's much more to be gained from. I don't think there's much more to be gained from Grossberg's assistant.
What am I missing? Am I missing something here? Okay, let me get inside my car. Trying to figure out what else am I missing. I'm missing something here. There's a clue over here. Let me see. Nah, I don't need any more clocks. Got enough of clocks as it is. Nah, there's nothing there either. Hmm.
It's in German.
Okay. What am I missing here? Glover's business card. One Glover's business card.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacker district.
Ah, there it is. Alright, let's go there. That's where I need to go. Take subway and get out of here. Get out of here. Nah, not there. Over here. Over here. Okay. Let's go take a subway. Okay, before I do... Yeah, Perlock. That's where we gotta go. And after that, then I gotta go to, what's his name? To the Hunt Club.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, Sie zu sehen.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein. Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself. I hope you like wine. I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion. A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed.
Let me ask him some questions.
That's a great mask. Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
That's a very interesting mask.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Huh.
So he's a collector. All the ancient antiques and whatnot. He's a trophy collector. And the antique collector. All right, let me ask him some questions. Some very hard-hitting questions that he might not even like. How about himself? Where are you from?
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
Interesting. He loves to travel. And he's been all over the place, all over the world. Well, what about your family? What do they do for a living?
So tell me about your family.
The von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God, no.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose all trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
Well, what brought you to Munich?
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
I'll ask the Black Wolf question the last. Let me ask him about the club and why is it reopened in the 1970s and the whole purpose of it.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
Club members. Why Dr. Klingman was invited, too? That's a good question.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
Let me ask some more questions about the club members.
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery? Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in the courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
That's interesting. How a lot of these club members are connected to all of these wealthy families in the past. It's almost like a bloodline of families that he's collecting into the group, into the club. Because even Gabriel's connected to his grandfather. So, interesting. Let me ask him about the club basement, and then I'm going to save the Black Wolf question for the last.
There's something about the club I don't quite understand.
Yeah?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No?
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
I gather you've been exploring.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes. The Königlich Bayerische Hofjagdloge is more than just a hunting club. We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
Philosophical beliefs. See, I told you. They go deeper than that. Kind of like a Freemasonry. And I wouldn't say Illuminati, but it's that kind of philosophy.
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours. Can I talk you into enlighten me?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking. The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes man different from any other species on this planet? Civilization, of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human society. But it has come at a terrible price. Through civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy, a dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Picture a beast in the woods. It is alert. It smells. It sees. It feels everything around it. It can tell where some other animal has passed days before, where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it. Surely man once had those abilities. As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration. And not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof? I felt things myself. Keener hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities, and what some of those abilities might prove to be, that is what we still struggle to find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating.
Very interesting how he talks about philosophy of civilization and how we have become obsolete, fat, and quite frankly stupid. And there's some truth to that when you think about, sure, our technology has advanced and civilization has advanced, but we have become more weaker, in a sense where we're dependent on technology and we're dependent on other technological means to help us make things easier. When you press a button, do this, you do that. You go to the store, you buy this, you buy that. Everything's ready for you. In the old days, in the ancient times, you have to be physically fit. You have to have a sense of awareness. You have to be strong to survive. So, see, everything he's talking about, philosophically, he's talking about the nature of the beast, nature of the wolf, and he's always comparing wolf to that. So something tells me he could be, I'm not saying that he's a werewolf, but he's adopting the lichen theory, where he wants to be that, but he's not that. That's my theory. Anyway, let's go ahead and ask him more about his club philosophy.
How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are right. That's part of it. Yes. Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you get back in touch with your predator soul?
Some of us have been more successful at tapping into that than others.
That's interesting. So he's adapting that nature of the beast.
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used the philosophy to increase their success and power.
So your woods becomes corporate headquarters, your prey the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
All right. That was some very deep, hard-hitting, philosophical pep talk he just gave me, but very intriguing nonetheless. Now let's ask him about the black wolf, the big elephant in the room, and let's see how he responds to it, both with his expression and his words. So let's go ask him that question about the black wolf.
Have you ever heard of the black wolf?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke. I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers, they've really got me derailed.
Any particular reason?
People getting slaughtered. Children in broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture, not like this. And with the club, espousing what we do, our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It's just, I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting on these atrocities in the papers. You must understand, the nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive, and it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
Interesting how, again, he distinguished himself from, again, humans and the beast, the nature. He says, you know, when the wolf kills, he does so for the one purpose alone, to respectfully survive. He does so because he needs so, to survive. And that's true on that point. And then he tries to distinguish the nature and the beast from humans, how humans do it for the pleasure, for the fame, for the need, and they don't do it out of respect, they do it disrespectfully. So again, he's leaning more toward a nature of the beast instead of leaning toward humanity. And when he asked him about the black wolf, he startled and he spilled the wine, and look in his eyes and everything tells me that I'm not saying that he is a black wolf and that he's doing all those killings. I'm not saying he is a werewolf, but he fits the profile. You know, if you listen carefully to what he was saying, he truly fits the profile of a black wolf. And I'm not saying that he is, but he definitely supports the black wolf. Anyway, that's the way I feel about it. Very interesting. And I think that's all there is for me to do. Now I'm gonna go to the Hunters Club, and go meet with the rest of the crowd at the party.
Well, I hate to say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
Yeah. I've been kind of isolated over here myself.
I'll see you at the club tonight, won't I?
Oh, right.
And perhaps you'd like to come over for a drink after that? It will give us a chance to talk some more about the others.
I'd like that. Thanks.
Yeah, he definitely fits that profile perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Hunters Club, go to that party, and maybe I can get some info. Maybe I can use my tape recorder and use it to record a conversation to see what the others have to say. But I might probably have to hide it somewhere, you know. Because remember, that tape recorder could be a very useful tool for me to gather all these conversations and to pinpoint what I exactly might gather. You know, you have to remember this game. It's about two characters, Gracie and Gabriel. Both of them are doing research. They're both doing research, and they're both putting this research together. And based on those two researches that they have gathered in a jigsaw puzzle, from there something will suffice. You know, you really have to pay attention when you're like playing this game. You really have to pay attention. This is not a game where you just can go in there and kick back, relax. You really have to pay attention to what they're saying. It's a very philosophical and very detective-like game. You really got to pay a close attention. All right, before we do anything, I need to save the game. That's the rule number one. Save the game. All right, let's go. Let's go to the club. All right, let's ask him.
I think I pumped that particular well dry.
Let's just go inside. I don't need to talk to this asshole. Just go inside the club.
Good night.
And you, Herr Price? You look a little wet.
Oh, I was visiting a friend nearby, and I thought that I should take a shower before they arrived. I was a bit automatic.
Let me grab a drink. Maybe I should talk to him.
Well, how thoughtful.
Yeah, let me talk to him. Ask him some questions.
Herr Price?
Yes.
Let me ask him about himself.
Baron von Glau mentioned that you're a lawyer.
Yes. And fortunately for me these days, I have enough money to where I only have to take those cases which interest me. I enjoy my leisure time.
And what do you do with your leisure time?
I entertain.
Interesting.
Probably a dumb question, but what sort of entertaining do you do?
Do you like women, Herr Knight?
I've been known to.
I adore them. You might call it an obsession. The stalk, the dance, the bait, the hook.
And what do you do once you've hooked him?
Oh, you know. You're quite a pleasurist yourself. Or have I misled you?
You were probably just getting a whiff of the past, Herr Price.
All right, so he's a womanizer. He likes women. He's like a playboy. We know that much about him. Maybe he could become useful on hooking Gabriel up with somebody. Let me ask him about the club, what he thinks about it so far.
What do you think of the club philosophy?
It works, doesn't it?
Does it?
We're all animals, but I deny it.
So you don't believe in suppressing anything?
Why would I want to suppress my urges? If your body wants something, it must be natural.
Well, what if you get the natural urge to rip someone's throat out?
Well, fortunately, my instincts run to pleasure. Of the equally sticky but less fatal kind.
Well, what about those whose instincts are fatal? Shouldn't they suppress?
I believe that nature handles that scenario when it occurs here, Knight.
And how does it do that exactly?
In the wild, when a member of society does not conform, he is hunted down and executed. End of mutant instinct. And its genetic bloodline.
That's very interesting too. But let's ask him some more about the club members. You see, they all have this philosophy to distinguish themselves between the regular humans and people into more supreme, beast-like mentality, if you will. Survivalist mentality.
Tell me about the other club members.
Oh, they're all right. Don't worry about Von Zell. He's a bastard to everyone these days.
PMS?
I don't know what his problem is. Oh, he's always been an arrogant bastard, competitive on the hunts, ambitious. But still, aren't we all? He was decent enough at one time. In fact, he was Von Glover's favorite. And he was an asset as a friend. But things change.
And what about the other club members?
Like who?
Henneman, for example. I've heard he's in line for a position extremely high up in the government.
Henneman, he is a drunk. His days as a political superstar are over. My friends at the courthouse tell me that he has been marked for early retirement. One less politician to worry about, huh?
Let me ask him about the Von Zell. See what he has to say about that.
When did Von Zell begin to change?
Oh, he's been getting worse for a long time. I remember a hunting trip about a year ago. That was the last time I remember that we were all together and having a good time. He must have started getting difficult after that.
Let me ask him some more about the Von Zell, because he seems to be getting somewhere with him. I'm not saying that Von Zell is the prime candidate to who I think fit the profile, but let me see.
Seems like you've pretty much written Von Zell off yourself. Any particular reason?
Look, it's one thing when he insults the rest of us. But when he insults a baron, I heard him arguing once. When Glover told Von Zell he acted stupidly about something or the other, Von Zell was furious.
And what'd he say?
He told the baron that he was weak. Bastard. I don't know why the baron didn't get away with it. I mean, I would have said something at the time, but, well, it was a private conversation.
When was this?
I don't know. 5, 6 weeks ago?
Wow, interesting. Let me ask him some more about the Von Zell. As I said, I don't think he fits the profile, but I think he's lying. I think he has some personal vendetta against him. But let me just dig some more, see what he has to say. He's probably lying, but anyway, let's see how far he's willing to go.
How was Von Zell an asset as a friend?
He is a banker.
Are you saying he loaned you money?
He's always willing to help out his good friends.
Why would anyone in this club need money? I thought y'all were models of success.
Yes, well, fortunately, I took less advantage of Von Zell's hospitality than some.
All right, so here comes the question, the big elephant in the room that I gotta ask him before the other members show up. I gotta ask him about the Black Wolf and what he has to say about that. That's the big elephant, because every single time each of these members I would ask him about a Black Wolf, they would all just give me that look on their faces as if I hit the very sensitive subject. Look, when I ask him this.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Yes.
Really, where?
Oh, I don't know. Just sounds familiar.
Will you tell me if you remember?
Of course.
The reinforcements have arrived. Now you'll have someone new to probe, Knight.
My brilliant man, good cheer to you both. Where's the beer?
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Good evening.
Guten Abend.
Dr. Klingman doesn't seem to be too happy.
Abend.
Abend. Meine kleine Familie. How are you all this evening? Gabriel, I'm glad you could join us.
I need to speak to Zabana. Enjoy your evening, Knight.
Thanks. I will.
Baron. May I speak to you for a minute?
What is it, Bryce?
I think this is my chance to use the tape recorder and put the tape recorder somewhere hidden. Let me see. Let me get my tape recorder. It's here somewhere. Let me look around. There's got to be magazines somewhere around here.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here. I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
Ich habe meinen Nachmittagstermin abgesagt. Wir treffen uns hier um 4 Uhr.
Let me grab a drink first, and then I'll just try to fit in.
Herr Knight.
Henneman, Von Agner?
You care to join us?
Sure. Thanks. I've spoken to several of the club members today, but I haven't had a chance to speak with you yet, Herr von Agner.
How tragic. No one in this club talks better than I do.
Oh, true, very true.
Perhaps tomorrow?
I'd be delighted.
All right. I'm just trying to start a conversation with these guys so that way I can keep an eye on the magazines, because I'm trying to slip the tape recorder underneath the magazines on the table so they don't suspect that I slipped the tape recorder under there. So I'm just trying to kind of fit in and start a conversation, shoot the shit, if you will.
Have you guys heard about the mutilation killing last night? Happened right around the corner.
Awful, simply awful.
I'd meant to get a newspaper, but the time got away from me. Do you have any details?
A few. The victim was a man named Grossberg. He ran a furrier business in town.
Horrible. You know, this zoo wolf business is inexcusable. The mayor has been spoken to, and quite seriously. Even the prime minister is concerned.
Did you know Grossberg, Herr von Eck?
Me? Grossberg? Why, no, no. Why do you ask?
I just thought you're both in the animal processing business.
Munich is a big city, Herr Knight.
So it is. Ah, well, I was just curious. So, what were y'all talking about when I came up?
Tomorrow's little excursion. Will you be joining us?
Our monthly hunting trip.
A hunt trip? Really, where?
Our lodge is at Eppenberg. It's in the Bavarian National Forest. We leave tomorrow afternoon.
Well, gosh, you know, that sounds great, but I need to have my gun cleaned and...
Oh, there are plenty of guns at the lodge.
Von Eigner, perhaps the Baron did not mean for Herr Knight to join us quite so soon.
Oh, hell, why not then? Baron?
Von Eigner?
Our hunting trip tomorrow. Will our new American friend be going with us?
Tonight? Well, I don't see why he could...
Of course not. He's not a club member. He's probably not even registered with the license office.
Nonsense, Gar. The sooner we get to see his technique, the better. We'll just slip him in, and he can register properly when we get back.
But that's not legal.
Since when do you care about legalities? It's only a hunting license?
I agree. I would enjoy Gabriel's presence very much.
Well, enough said. The Baron should certainly get whatever he wants, shouldn't he? Perhaps it will be an interesting exercise at that.
All right, this should be my chance to use the tape recorder and slip it somewhere here.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
Yes, Herr Knight?
I just wanted to grab a magazine.
Just wanted to grab a magazine.
Then grab one.
Thanks.
Then I'll put the tape recorder inside a magazine. Check this out. Check this out. Where's the magazine? It's right here.
I can't read it. It's in German.
Where's my tape recorder? See, I put it in there already. Did I? Yeah, I did. It's in there. So let me put it back. Hold on.
Yes, Herr Knight?
I just wanted to put this magazine back with a tape recorder in it.
Just wanted to put this magazine back. It wasn't very good. I wouldn't recommend it.
Herr Baron.
Gentlemen, excuse me, please.
They have no clue that I left the recorder there. Yeah. Aaron. Not only is he a writer, but he's also a Bond. James Bond.
For not getting to you sooner. Have you been enjoying yourself?
Oh, it's been loads of fun.
Good. I'm glad you're going with us tomorrow. We don't get started until the afternoon, so won't have to worry about staying up late tonight.
I have to warn you, my hunting's kind of rusty.
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Was? I demand to know what you're doing at this club.
Me?
Baron Gonzalo. Really?
Are you aware that this guest of yours has been asking intimate questions? Poking around in our personal affairs? He must be a reporter. Or the police.
What do we have to fear from a reporter or the police? Although I can promise you, her knight is neither.
You don't care that he's prying into our private business? What possible motive could he have?
Guard! Please. He's my guest. You're the one who's turning that into an inquisition.
Then it is on your head.
I apologize for that.
You keep defending me. I'm not exactly helping the harmony around here.
Believe me, the harmony was shattered a long time before you came. Gonzalo gets territorial. I'm tired of it, frankly.
Well, I should go anyway. I wanted to clean up before tonight.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Oh,
good enough tonight.
I should be home soon. See you then.
Obviously, he cannot take the tape recorder. He left it there. It would be too obvious. Now he's back at the farm. That's where he's staying at. Looks like Wolf is watching him. Oh shit, the cat got killed. Black wolf. It's probably a black wolf. Alright, so this is chapter 4. Chapter 4 is gonna be back to Grace. Grace, it's his assistant. She's staying at his grandfather mansion. Yeah, man, Aaron, I like these kind of FNV games too. And I hope they bring him back, like in a big way. That'll be kind of cool. With a 2K, 4K resolution, you could look much better, you know. And I think there's one game called Tex that was released in 2014. It's based on Tex Adventures. I don't know if you heard about that one. They brought it back in the 2K resolution, much better graphics and everything. But what really captures me about these games is the storyline, and the choices that you make, the questions you ask, and the questions you ask will have the consequences on the choices that you made. So let's just see what happens in chapter 4, and I'll end it right here. This is Grace. She's staying at his grandfather mansion. That's his assistant, Gabriel's assistant. She came to Germany. The pack of wolves are coming. I think she's dreaming this. I wonder who that is. Oh, that's that king, the second. I know who that guy is. The guy you just saw was a king the second in 1700s. All right, so I forgot his name, but I know that he was a king the second of Germania back then, 1700s. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save the game. We're gonna save it, and it's gonna be under Grace 2. Well, let me go save this, because Grace is this assistant. Grace 2. Let me see, I just want to make sure it's saved. Yeah, Grace 2. Saved. So yeah, I'm going to end it right here. I've been playing it since 5:30. It's been like 3 hours, I think. If you have a chance, Aaron, when you have a chance, you should definitely watch the first part that I did, which is 5.5 hours, and then watch the second part, and then watch this part, number 3, because then you will get the idea what's really going on in this game. You know, it'll probably take anywhere between 8.5 to 9 hours to watch the whole thing. But if you get a chance, I recommend that you watch the whole thing. You know, I might do like a edited video. I might put all these cutscenes together and do like a 4-hour or 5-hour video so you guys can see the whole thing. Because once you get caught up, once you start watching this from beginning, and once you see what's going on, believe me, you're gonna get intrigued inside the story. You know, but you really have to pay attention when you're watching this. My first playthrough, second, and this one, you really gotta pay attention. And once you pay attention, once you understand what's going on, then you're gonna really get hooked. You know, it's like anything. It's like watching Game of Thrones. You know, if you're not hooked, if you're not paying attention to Game of Thrones, then you're not gonna care what happens to these characters. But once you understand different families and what's going on, then you start understanding. Yeah. Yeah, too bad there's only 2 of you watching, but that's okay. You know, these videos have a life on its own. You know, somebody can watch this 5 years from now, 7 years from now, heck, even 10 years from now if the YouTube still exists. And they can watch this and they can get intrigued, and, you know, that's why I do this. I don't do this for now. I do this for let these videos have a life on their own, you know. But anyway, till the part number 4, you guys gonna have to wait and see to see what happens next. All right. Hey, Aaron, thank you for stopping by as always. I'm gonna have to end this, and I always appreciate you stopping by. And whoever was the other guy that was here watching, I appreciate you too coming in, watching it. You know, as I said, this is a very interesting game. It's not for everyone. It's not for the younger generation because they're not used to this sorts of thing. They're used to, you know, Call of Duty and all this other nonsense. This is really for different type of generation and different type of audience. And I know this is targeting certain type of audience. So that's who I'm making this for. And I do variety. You know, I'm not about just playing one type of game. I do variety on my channel. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I call it a Walt. There's a reason I call it a Walt. I'm not calling it a Walt for no reason. So that's it. And I'll see you guys on the part number 4. And like I said, go back and watch this from beginning. And I guarantee you're going to get hooked into this if you watch it from beginning. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. You too. Have a nice day and stay warm. All right, guys. Good night. Take care.